The American F-16 Fighting Falcon and the Russian MiG-29 Fulcrum are two of the most iconic fighter jets of the Cold War. They were born from the same era, designed almost as direct answers to each other, and decades later, both are still flying in air forces around the world. But they were built on two very different philosophies. Here's how they compare. First, the F-16 Fighting Falcon, known to pilots as the Viper. Built by General Dynamics, now Lockheed Martin, it entered service in the late 1970s. Its core idea was efficiency and versatility, a smaller, lighter, affordable single-engine fighter that could do almost anything. It pioneered fly-by-wire flight controls, where a computer translates the pilot's commands, making it incredibly responsive. The F-16's greatest strengths are its versatility, its long range, and above all, its endless refinement. Over nearly 5 decades, it's been upgraded again and again. The latest Block 70 version carries a modern AESA radar and advanced weapons. More than 4,600 have been built and flown by over 25 nations, supported by a vast global network. It's the most successful Western fighter ever made. Now, the Soviet answer, the MiG-29 Fulcrum. Built by MiG-29, it entered service in the early 1980s, designed specifically to counter fighters like the F-16 and F-15. Its philosophy was different. It was built as a dedicated, close-range air superiority fighter. The MiG-29 is a twin-engine aircraft, slightly larger than the F-16, and it brought serious muscle. More thrust, a higher top speed of around Mach 2.3, and exceptional agility. But its most famous strength was in the close-up dogfight. The MiG-29 paired a helmet-mounted sight with the R-73 missile, letting the pilot simply look at a target to lock onto it, even far off to the side. When it appeared, this gave the Fulcrum a genuine edge in a turning fight, and Western air forces took notice. However, the MiG-29 had clear trade-offs. It was famously short-legged, with a much shorter range than the F-16, and its early avionics were less sophisticated. So how do they compare? At long range, the F-16's modern radar and refined avionics give it a strong advantage, especially in its upgraded forms. In a close dogfight, the classic MiG-29 was a fierce and dangerous opponent, with raw agility and that helmet-mounted sight. The key difference is the bigger picture. The F-16 has been continuously modernized, built in huge numbers and exported worldwide, while the MiG-29's older versions were held back by shorter range and fewer upgrades. One is the refined, versatile global workhorse. The other is a raw, agile dogfighter built to dominate up close. The F-16 Fighting Falcon and the MiG-29 Fulcrum, two Cold War legends, two philosophies, still flying today.